Singing Ayo. Are we live yet? I think we are. Hello, good afternoon. April 6th, Friday for the markets. Technically Thursday, but markets are closed tomorrow. We do have a jobs report tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Futures are open, so I will probably be trading because I'm a junkie. Anywho's, interesting day today. So here's the thing. I don't do this for to get followers on Twitter or here or anywhere. I mean, I'm just kind of doing this for two reasons. One, speak my mind, get something down on the record, leave something in the ether for eternity to find at some point long after I'm gone. Two, kind of like a journal, open journal. Ever since I started doing ever since I started doing this, it's like a spoken journal in a way of what I kind of thought about the trading day, short-term projections, new ideas, concepts, and ever since I started, I've been trading a lot clearer, if that makes sense. I think, some people have said, like, write down your trades, which I've tried before. I actually started in the soybean oil pit. I used to you literally had to write your trades down, and then you'd have to turn them in shortly after you executed the trade. Actually, let's see. This old trading card, actually. Hold on a sec. I can't see if you can see. This old trading card. This one's blank. It doesn't have my old acronym on it. But in bean oil, so if I sold 10 contracts, I'd literally write 10 BO. If it was December, I wrote BO over a Z. So BO is the symbol, and then Z was the month of the future contract, and then I would put, someone else's badge, they call them, as an acronym. It's usually 3 letters, 2 letters, rarely 1, sometimes even 4, but you'd never see that in the grain room. And then, the price. And then kind of clear your card out if you only had one trade in a 15-minute span. So, call it K. That was 2 p.m. or 11 a.m. So you literally wrote your fucking trade down, who it was with, how many you did, 10 contracts, sold them in the sold column with that guy at that price. And then he would write it down too, and then they'd literally go to clearing, called it clearing. I mean, they still have clearing houses. That's how they clear all your trades anyways, but it's all just automated now. They literally took these cards and then manually pumped them in everything, and then if he wrote the same thing, that he bought 10 from my badge number at the same price, those clear, and money goes in your account that night, next day, and whatever. A little sidetrack there, but writing trades down, I'm sure that's helped a lot of people. I tried to do it after the floor, but then it just didn't click for me. Recapping the day, like I always do that, but again, for some reason, just talking it all out, looking at everything, getting it out there, putting yourself out there, a little accountability, it feels different. It feels more professional, I guess. And again, I'm not doing this to get followers or fame or anything. I'm just doing it because it's helpful to me, and it could be helpful to other people. So I'm just going to keep doing it. And if people catch on, they catch on. If they don't, they don't. It is interesting, though, today and yesterday. Let's see. I actually don't think my videos from my stream uploaded yesterday, so I got to get back to that. But what's interesting is that, so yesterday I had a whole live tweeting basically what I saw. the algo shut off the levels it needed to clear. And I call everything in real time, and I fucking nailed it yesterday. And I nailed it again today doing the same thing. Actually, I don't think I live tweeted 3 days ago, but yesterday and today, just absolutely crushed it. And for some reason, I lost followers. And I was just wondering why. I don't care. It's interesting. Watching someone successfully call out. It's the first time I've done it, so I'm 2 for 2. But successfully call out trades, levels, and everything almost fucking hit perfectly. Even today, I think I missed the top in S&P by 0.7 points. Not even a full point, under a full point. And I was thinking, like, oh, what do my other tweets say? And yeah, maybe I did poke at the short sellers a little too hard the last couple of days, but here's the thing. Like, my feed on Twitter is pretty balanced. I got some perma bulls, perma bears. I got some day traders. I got long-term traders. I have some random funny shit just to keep mood light. So my Twitter feed's like pretty balanced, I would say. Like, I don't think the perma bears have won shit in the last 10 months. I don't think perma bears? Perma bears haven't won shit in the last 10 months. Perma bulls haven't won shit in the last 10 months. It's been a fucking trader's paradise. It goes level to level, top of range, bottom of range. But for some reason, the fight on Twitter is still all perma direction. It's like, come on. Wake up. And am I a little more bearish or bullish than bearish, just in general? Yeah, because I know that if we have a serious market crash, a lot of really bad things happen to a lot of good people. So, yeah, I think I'm subconsciously optimistic that we don't have another giant crash or crises because, look, if I trade it and if it happens, trust me, I'll be short. I'll be fine. But I know that I don't want to call it blood money because I'm not taking it from anybody. But a lot of people are going to be fucking hurt. So, yeah, I lean bullish for that reason because I'm an eternal optimist, I guess, and want the best for everybody. And also, the other thing is, like, the last, like, real crashes that we've had have all been black swan events. Go back and look. 01, 9/11 happened. Tech bubble. I mean, that's black swan. 08, black swan was housing crisis. No one thought that would happen. Literally no one, except for Barry and a couple other people who, for some reason, people like to shit on Barry too. It's like, just fucking relax. Huh? What's with all the egos around here? That guy created a product that netted him billions. Like, I mean, y'all suck Mark Cuban's dick, who had basically 2 good sales in the .com bubble, and then bought a basketball team that prints money, and he's a fucking god. Like, give me a break. I like Mark Cuban. I'm just saying, like, why hate one guy and not the other? I mean, the merit's there for Burry. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is, there's too much ego. There's too much bias, and this is a one-way market. And there's only one crowd can win. It's like, no, everybody can fucking win. Like, pull up an NVIDIA chart. I've heard crash. I've heard breakout. I tried to trade a breakout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 days. It's done almost nothing. Almost nothing. And the market crashed. The market crashed. Market ripped. Everything's just moving around. I've said this 100 times. It's a rotation of money. It's the same money in the market by the same entities: Vanguard, BlackRock, State Street. market makers, and they're just moving money around. From AI, out of AI, into banks, out of banks, into chips, out of chips, into energy, out of energy, into FANG, out of FANG. And when one goes down, the other one usually goes up. And we don't get those crash days until something out of the ordinary happens, a black swan. And then, things become unhinged, and that's when you get your crash days, because they can't rotate money, because retail's literally pulling money because they're scared. They read headlines like CNBC's dog shit headlines. And they get scared, and then market makers have no choice but to chase down, and it snowballs on itself, and that's when you get the big crash. This regional banking thing is not a black swan. It's not called a white swan. Yeah, I was like, oh, this could be bad, but it's so far it's not. So what are you gonna do? S&P's higher than where it was when, Silicon Valley got taken. So what are you doing? You're fighting the market for no reason, because you're biased and you think crash is imminent. So anyways, I think that's probably why I got what day was that? March 22. From that low, we're 170 higher. And those two shitty banks got taken over. A couple other ones have floundered, and their stocks are in the shitter. But it certainly seems like things have stabilized. Do you think there'd be a quicker fallout from a massive contagion event that everybody claimed it was going to be? And then Western Alliance, one that everybody thinks is going to fail, their deposits went down was less than 10%. So yeah, they took a hit. Are they dead? Are they going to die? No. They're doing just fine. Yeah, stock's not going to rebound back to 40 or whatever it was. What was it? 75. It's currently at 31. Is it going to go back to 75 tomorrow? No, but it might go back to 45. And then over the course of the next year, it's still around. If this was serious contagion, it wouldn't be. FRC, First Republic, everybody thinks that's going to fail. I mean, it hasn't moved since the fallout, March 22nd. It's just sitting, waiting for them to either fail or do what Western did and release their deposits. And if they do that, they're going to pop $7. And then where's the S&P going to be? All the other banks, Goldman, JP Morgan, they're all going to pop. I said this yesterday to you. I tweeted it. The WAL Western Alliance Bank releasing their deposits was positive for banks. And early on, banks were up today. But FANGs are up more, so that's where more of the money went. Costco is down $18 and closed down 11. So anyways, I think these banks, banks like First Republic start going, hey, we're going to be fine. KRE gets back above 46, and, black swan averted, even though it wasn't really a black swan to begin with. So I think that's why I lost a few people today, even though I was absolutely crushing futures 2 days in a row. And look, it's not personal, guys. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, I guess. Ultimately, I don't care. I just think there's too much ego on Twitter, too much bickering and fighting. Everybody's got to be right or wrong. And it's just like, for fuck's sake, it's exactly what they do with politics. They pin us against each other instead of all of us grouping together and fucking them over. Not one person on Twitter can move the market. Not one. You'll see these short reports like Bear Cave and Citron, wherever the fuck, Wolfpack. We're releasing a short report on a brilliant company that everybody loves tomorrow at 11 a.m. Like, okay, great. And then they release it. That stock goes down like $5 and the rally's back. And it's just like, all right, there's pump and dumps, and then there's dump and crumps. I don't even know what it's called, but it certainly seems like that's what they do. They pick a fucking name that's been beaten up or whatever. They're late on their shorts. And then it starts rallying because, good news comes out or whatever. And then they have to release a short report on it so they can fucking get out. Andrew Luck's notorious for that. The S&P daily looks like a trouble for shorts going into the weekend. So anyways, look, I love everybody. I really do. I think we need to everybody needs to fucking relax and put your dicks away. They're probably small anyways. Which is probably why you're so fucking mean all the time. And why you have to post your watch and your Lambo and your Wagyu. Here's a little tip. Wagyu, most overrated steak ever, and they just laugh when you buy it. You're welcome. I'll be here all day. Let's see. I like this Sat Stacker guy. He always retweets when I go live. Thank you, Sir Mac. I did notice, let's see if it's out yet, the Fed balance sheet. It was supposed to come out 2 minutes ago, I think. Fed balance sheet. Is it out? Right, 15:30 is 3:30. It's not out yet. It's gotta be out though. They're never late with that one. Alright, anyways, I want to touch on a few ones. Alright, sorry. AI C3 stock ticker AI got a little ahead of itself with its short squeeze on the end of the month, end of the quarter, textbook short squeeze, and then just got literally just slammed back down to where it started. But if you look closely and zoom out from February to today, it's held this base. It's held nicely around 20 bucks. I don't necessarily think this is the best company, but it is a good lead indicator for all the AI names. Microsoft went fucking haywire today. Nvidia continues to go nowhere. I'm pretty sure this is the most manipulated stock of all time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the last 7 days are green bars, and somehow it's lower. That sounds like manipulation to me. We're gonna wake up one day. It's gonna be $300, and we're gonna go, well, thanks for waiting. If you're long shares, you'll be fine, but my dumb ass keeps buying options on it. So, but that's another one that's just, they had the BS headline that Google is gonna outship them all of a sudden. Please, Google performed well today. It looks like it could break out 110. Looks pretty easy. But I do want to talk about envx, my baby, my girl, or boy, whatever you want to call it, or they. Don't care. Honestly, don't care. Nor should anybody. Let's see. So looked like some profit taking turned a little too aggressive. I think they blew out some stop orders yesterday and then kind of continued and stabilized today. It's still above its March 29 ripper when they got approval for announced partnership and factory in Malaysia, which again is massive news. And then they got the the QL stamp of approval. Partners search, what's it called? The UL 1642, which certifies their battery for public use. I don't know if you know anything about that, but that's like a huge, massive hurdle for them, for anybody starting up. And so I think profit taking turned into a little bit of stop hunting, which kind of turned into a liquidation. There was one entity today who I think was getting blown out, because if you watch the tape, it's pretty easy to spot these things. So pull up like a short-term 5-minute chart. Around like 11:30 today, Central Standard Time. 12:50 was like a brick wall. Every time it tried to click through, 12,000 more shares showed up on the ask. That's one person doing that. And then, of course, buyers kind of get burned out a little bit. And then, they got to start marching those orders down. Buyer came back in. And then they started doing it all afternoon. 12K on the ask, 12K on the ask. Kind of pushed it down. Need to liquidate. 12K on the ask, 12K on the ask. All day. Even into the close. Did it all day. That's one entity that's either getting blown out, liquidated, or they're shorting it. And this thing already has 23% short interest. And with the news that came out, I don't know why anybody would be shorting it unless you're stubborn. You could be stubborn and you'd be wrong. But you can't stay stubborn, you can't stay wrong. I'm feeling this thing is going to snap back up pretty quick. Probably see some red early on Monday, and then I think if it pumps green quick, then you're set to jet on this probably forever. 1179, 1188 need to hold, and I could see it kind of testing that on Monday, and then sitting back above 13. And then we can go sideways and kind of balance it out, because this thing will need news to move higher. So, like the Malaysian news was huge, which is why, we pumped from 11 to 15. Next news might be unexpected if they announce a partnership or a purchase order or MOA, moratorium of understanding, MAU. Did I say that? One of their customers wants to build out a line on their plant. These are all catalysts. These are all things that'll just send this thing. Because what that means is someone wants these batteries, someone needs it. And they're willing to pay for it. And what that means is future revenue. That's all you need to know. I keep seeing there's this F stick on Twitter. It keeps saying that Novix is pre-revenue, which is why they're short. And I've told them once, Novix has revenue. It's small. And it's just kind of testing phase for all his customers. But it has revenue. And if you listened in January, the revenue is going to double in Q2, Q3, and in Q4. So 4x revenue at the end of the year. Again, if they hit all their targets, news stays good, we don't have a crash where growth is completely fucked, which I don't even think will matter. Then this thing is just, I mean, these are like gifts. Dumps like this are gifts. I actually literally just thought of this, so I wanted to look it up. There was a headline about yeah, no chance. Never mind. There's a headline about China's gearing up to take over Taiwan again, which is again recycled. It's been a year. They've been recycling that one for a year. So just never mind on that. Let's I think I'll wrap it. Microsoft, I'll do this one time only. Microsoft 287.5 calls opened at 2 cents today and they closed at $4. Oof. Sometimes I miss options, but if I bought it would have went to 1 cent. That's kind of my luck on options. Now I'm just crushing futures, and hopefully it's a good journey for everybody, and you'll come along with it, and we'll do this all together. And be us against Jamie Dimon and all the other fuckers running the banks. Oh yeah, the Diamond headlines, they were funny too, saying it's actually recycled too. Said this a couple days ago. That the banking crisis is going to get worse and the recession's happening and all this other shit. It's like, is it? Because I'm pretty sure every time you say something like that, you just buy up a bunch of fucking assets and then things go higher, like you do with Bitcoin. The guy's a scuzzy banker. Anybody who listens to him is bound to get hurt. I'll leave it on that note. I'll probably do one tomorrow just for the fun of it. I know markets are closed. Maybe I'll do it right after jobs report. I'll do a morning one. But that's it for now. Hit subscribe, leave a comment, follow me on Twitter, KRYCOPTER. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, love you. Bye.